Hi guys, welcome to Formula 1 2020. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, why are we on 2020 when 21's out? Well, because I like this game and I don't have the finances to get the real one. I literally do not. Anyway, so um, for those guys on Rumble, you have been watching season 2 from race 3 onwards. For you guys on YouTube, you may have seen the likes of Baku, Monaco, which is like season 8 round 7 or 8. I think we were going to go. The next one was going to be Canada, which was round 9. But what I'm actually doing is I've just overwritten that save with a brand new one with a shorter time, so I think it's just 16 races rather than 22, because 22 is a long one. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a one-shot qualifying. I'm not going to do any practice because I can't be bothered, and we're going to do a 25% race, which is roughly 20 to 30 minutes. So let's head off to Bahrain. I've already got the R&D underway. So yeah, this stuff will be developed over the next few weeks, and it's going to be a slow one. We are actually not too bad. We're 4th from the bottom. So we've actually leapfrogged Alfa Romeo, Haas and Williams already, which is interesting. I suppose that could be like the drivetrain or something, because we've got the Honda engine. So yeah, our weekly cost is 235k. With all these upgrades, I think these are 235, and the income we get from the sponsors is about 500,000 a week. So we should be okay for cash. So yeah, let's head off to Bahrain. Enjoy. I forgot you need to do the very first practice because they talks you through all the stuff. I forgot about this. Anyway, let's go.
Morning, boss. Jeff here. Thanks again for bringing me on board. You've found a lot of talented people for this team. I can't wait to see what we can accomplish. Our journey to the Constructors' Championship starts here today, and the car is ready to head out whenever you are. you get a chance, make sure to run some of our practice programs. They don't all need to be done in one session, but there's valuable data there to help race strategy and car development.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are Smith, Bottas, and Lewis Hamilton. Sadly, it's time to say goodbye.
Excellent lap. We're really pleased.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top three, Smith, Bottas, and Lewis Hamilton. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. Looks like you had a great qualifying session. It must be a relief being that far up the grid. You didn't spend much time practicing. Are you saving your car for the main event? Great. Well, that's everything.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. We'll be racing around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit today. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left down into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari or Red Bull establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson. We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back. I have to think the usual suspects will battle it out at the front, but there are always going to be some teething problems early on in the season, so whoever can keep on top of their issues will have the advantage today.
As I mentioned earlier, we're up to 11 teams this season, with a new entry run by, well, of all things, an owner-driver. That's something we haven't seen in this sport since Hector Raback over 4 decades ago. So how are they looking so far?
It's hard to imagine how a small operation like that could survive in the ruthless world of Formula One, and yet here they are, first ever race looking surprisingly strong. But there are no points for qualifying. Let's see how they fare in the Grand Prix proper.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Smith lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Vettel, Perez, Ricciardo, Sainz and Lance Stroll, Ocon, Norris, Daniel Kvyat and Albon. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Gasly, Grosjean, Kevin Magnussen and George Russell, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Latifi and Tatiana Calderon. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
First race of the season and you're on pole. Let's bring home a win today. Keep pushing. Let's capitalize on that first lap. teammate by 15.9 seconds. They're on fresh softs. They're in 21st. The time last lap was a 1 minute 50.0. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. You're increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep this up. This is your final lap of the race. worked hard for that one. Congratulations.
Smiling faces on the pit wall after a superb win here at Sakir. And rightly so. What a brilliant effort from the whole team. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, I know it's a bit of a boring answer, but the truth is they simply had the best speed package on the day, and a driver who knows how to take advantage of that. It doesn't matter how much time you spend poring over stats and planning strategies if you can't keep the pace, and our winner today showed they could do both.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all. Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. Smith takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
Well, Lance Stroll would be my pick. He managed to keep a cool head today whilst pushing through the field.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes move to the top of the table. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
So it does look that there was some sort of kerfuffle
Great work
back
earlier today.
there.
Let's have your thoughts.
We'll go through this and then we'll talk.
You took the top points today. Was it a comfortable win? You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled. Great. Well, that's everything.
Okay, right, so we'll head back to the headquarters. Let's see, here we are. Cool. So 460 from the achievements, that's good. 50,000. Okay. 1.94. Well, that's good because we need to keep an eye on our outgoings as well as the income. Because we don't have that much of it right now. We've only got 2 sponsors. And that's it. Franklin main flaps, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming in. So that should hopefully all pass. Durability upgrade. Nice. Yeah, so we we do actually have enough to cover us from the upgrades. So that's actually went up to 475 in the running cost, probably because we've added these two and we don't need to. It's fine though, because we've got enough from the sponsors. Right. So we can add that. Everything should come through pretty quick. And we've got a whole bunch of these beautifuls. Durability. That one.
If it were me, this is probably what I'd invest in.
And I think that's everything that we can do right now. So we've got a bunch more upgrades coming to the car. Let's take a look at this. So yeah, we're pretty much fine right now. see the finances. So we're 834 income, 450 outgoing. So we do actually have enough to cover that. That's fine. Awesome. So let's sponsors. So we need level 10 for that one, level 20 for that one. What is our acclaim? 8. Okay. Is that not team acclaim though? Can be end every race weekend. Alright, so those are just secondary, right. Cool. Right. Let's get forward. Right, so that's the next track. We are heading to Vietnam. One of my non-favourite races, but yeah, I'll try and put the difficulty up as well. Because I think it's like 10 seconds ahead of them by the end of that race. I want it a little bit closer, and obviously as we get upgrades as well. But you can probably tell I'm not taking this series serious. If you want to see a serious set of videos, go check out one of the many other people playing the Formula 1 game. I'm not taking it serious. I'm playing it for fun. And that's what I'm going to do onwards. And I will catch you all next time for round 2 in Hanoi. Take care. Goodbye for now.